Okay, hello. I know that some of you may know me or may not know me, but my name is Jess. Actually, I don't know why I introduced myself as Jess because I actually prefer being called Jessica. Anyway, excuse my sister. She's listening to music and I'm not gonna go into her room and be like, can you stop listening to music because I'm recording a video. I'm gonna just let her do her thing. She's like singing as well, so I hope that this can bring some sort of light to this video that I'm going to be talking about, because the topic is going to be sort of darker. So I don't know, I just had this idea of like talking to you guys about my experiences with panic attacks and thoughts of dying and death and suicide. So definitely a trigger warning for people who do not want to hear about any of that stuff. I'm going to be talking in depth about that stuff in this video. So also, I don't know, I'm just like playing with this, sorry. I got inspired by this video on YouTube of this girl who I had watched. She I forgot what her illness was, but she was talking about her experience with death and how all of her life, she felt as though she had to kind of embrace death and like be at peace with herself when she felt as though death was coming towards her. And I just thought it was a really interesting concept because I've also felt like that, and through like having panic attacks, I've kind of like, because like my panic attacks make me feel as though I'm like dying. So I feel as though like I'm on the cusp of death, even though like in reality I'm obviously not dying. Like a panic attack cannot kill you, but it feels as though you're dying. And yeah, it's a very hard thing to deal with. So sorry, I'm like really anxious recording this because I don't really record videos that often, especially like one-on-one like talking videos. I don't know, it's weird because like this is kind of like a stream of consciousness because like I'm talking to a camera. I'm not technically talking to like a bunch of people who are probably gonna watch this, not watch this, I don't know. I'm just talking to myself and then I'm talking to an inanimate object. So but anyway, I just thought that what she had spoke about was extremely interesting and I can relate, and I kind of want to talk to you guys about how it was like related to me and like panic attacks and sort of like the realization I kind of had. So the first time I had a real panic attack, I was under the influence. I was high and I had smoked too much to my I mean, I would smoke before, like I was kind of like an avid smoker, but this time I had smoked too much. I was like one of those people that was like, is this sativa or is this indica? Because I do deal with anxiety and like mental health issues, so I didn't want to have to spiral. So I was always like aware of what I was smoking, what I wasn't smoking, but this time I just I smoked one joint and then I was already high, so I was sort of unaware that I was smoking another joint. So it was too much for me in that instant. So I remember I was hanging out with two of my friends at the time, and we both came upstairs to my room, and one friend actually lived with me and I hung out with him like every day, and I felt more comfortable with him. And then the other friend, she was someone who doesn't come over like too often, so I felt like less comfortable around her. And I remember just feeling like anxiety with like hanging out with her because I don't hang out with her too often, and I wanted to be like a good host and like be like, oh, let's have fun, let's take pictures. I felt like that anxiety around that. So I think that's where the anxiety started, was like not being super comfortable around her and like feeling as though I needed to like, I don't know, be a good host and like be like, oh, what are we doing next? You know, and like be the life of the party and kind of be fun. But so I laid down and I felt the anxiety coming as I had these thoughts of like, what am I gonna do next? Like, what are we gonna do? Like, like, should we drink? Should we smoke more? Like, I don't know, I was just like having these thoughts in my head. And I was like, oh, like, I haven't hung out with her in a while, I don't know what she wants to do, maybe I should ask her. Like, these were just like my thoughts spiraling, and I do have like a lot of like overthinking and intrusive thoughts, so that's something that I definitely deal with as well. I mean, it's a part of like my anxiety that sort of like works together, which is like terrible, but anyway. And then the anxiety started to get like a lot worse, and I started to freak out because I was like, oh my god, like, I feel like I'm dying, like, is it the pot, did I smoke too much, like, and all of a sudden I felt like I had to go to the bathroom. And I remember saying something super silly too, because I was like, oh, like, I don't know, I felt like I had passed gas, and I like asked my friend, I was like, did I pass gas? Like, I didn't say like pass gas, I'm saying that for like the video, but like I was like, did I fart? And she's like, no, you're fine. Like, I don't know, this is a weird thing, like, but I was overthinking it at the time, do you get what I'm saying? So like, I just kind of like was like, oh, like, what's wrong with me? Like, I feel like, I don't know, it was just very weird. Like, that's obviously not something I would say, like, I don't know, I mean, or would I don't know, I wouldn't say it to her, I would say it to my guy friend, but I wouldn't say it to her, you know. He was also in the room too, and yeah, I don't know, I was like, I don't know, I'm starting to feel like really weird, like, and my guy friend was like, oh, you're probably like having anxiety, you're probably like panicking a little bit, because like he has anxiety and panics as well, so like he was more aware of it. And I was like, yeah, like, I don't know, like, I feel like I'm dying, like, I feel like I'm dying, I don't know, maybe I should go to the emergency room. Like, I was just like, I was trying to like lay down and like, I guess like not be in my thoughts, but like my thoughts were like consuming my brain, and I was trying to like look around and like be like, everything's fine, like, I'm in my room, like, I'm with my friends, like, they care about me, it's fine. And then the overbearing thought of like my other friend, who I didn't know that well, was like kind of consuming my brain, and I was like, but like, I still want to be a good host, like, I don't know why I'm like ruining this, like, I just have so much anxiety, like, I don't know what's going on with me. And I'm starting to feel sick, because like with panic attacks, like, you can feel sick and you can feel like you have to go to the bathroom and like use the bathroom. Which this time I actually didn't use the bathroom, which was strange, but anyway, I've had 3 panic attacks like in my life, and I'm obviously explaining in the first one I've had, but yeah, so I was like, oh, I don't know, like, feeling so weird. So I like told my friend, I was like, I don't know, I'm feeling weird, like, it make me feel better if you just like went home, if that's okay, like, are you okay with just going home? And she's like, yeah, I like don't have a ride. So I felt terrible that I like had to send her home with her like not having a ride and kind of just getting there. But like my anxiety was just like through the roof, and like my guy friend had like handled that, and he was like, oh, like, let me walk you to the door, and that was handled. And I just like laid in bed still like kind of panicking, but as my guy friend, he was like near me, and he was like asking me like, you're okay, like, don't worry, you're just having a panic attack, like kind of like comforting me. I was still like freaked because it was the first time anything like this has ever happened to me. So yeah, it was very strange. But anyway, I remember laying there and having thoughts like, what if I actually did die? What if this is me dying? What if I died in this moment? And I was like, oh, well, I don't want to. And that like just stuck with me really deep, because I don't want to die. And a lot of my life, I like sort of felt like I wanted to, because I also deal with depression, and I have had suicide attempts in the past. So I was like, in those times, I was like, I wanted to die. I didn't care, but this time I do care. I actually have so much anxiety around it, and I thought that was just like such a beautiful concept, not wanting to die, and actually having anxiety and having this huge panic around not wanting my life to end, wanting to have another moment with my friends. I actually remember, and my family and everyone that means so much to me, and just, yeah. But I actually also remember like the one thing that stuck out, sorry, apparently I can't talk. The one thing that stuck out in my mind was wanting to have like more time to create, like more time to be artistic, and more time to create more looks, and like see where like my looks take me and my art takes me, and have more time to like meet new people, like make I guess more of an impact on this world. And that really stuck with me too. And started to get more anxious and more panicked because I was like, I actually don't want to die. I can't believe that I might be dying. Oh my God. And then I started to think like, what was the impact I've left on this earth? And like, am I on good terms with everyone? Like, sort of thing. So I think that people try to act as though they should be at peace once they start to die, or if they feel as though they're dying. But I think that it's okay to have panic around dying and death, because that means that you don't want to go. Like, your brain is holding on to your form of consciousness because your brain does not want you to leave this like physical, tangible like realm, and I don't want to. And after that moment, like, I was like, I felt kind of guilty for ever wanting to die in the past, because like, I don't want to, you know. And it's just a thought that I had. Yeah, sorry, this video got really deep, but I don't know, I think about dying and death a lot. I watch a lot of like sort of more like morbid videos. Yeah, I guess to try to like bring myself to peace with dying and death. But I think that in my head, like, it's okay to not be at peace with it. And it's okay, like, if you are gripping to the end of your life, to cry, to scream, to hold on to your parents' hands, to cry for your life, because life is so valuable, and like, you shouldn't want to die, you know? And you should want to live to see another day and see like what could happen and the potential that you do have. And I know that the one thing that really stuck out to me was my art, and I was like, I want to create more. I want to create as much as I can. I want to do looks. I want to see where it takes me, like, and yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you guys. So I guess it's just finding purpose in the things that you do, and things that make you feel alive and worthy of like living longer. Yeah, so this is my video. If any of you guys have felt as though like similar or can relate, please tell me. I can make other videos about like my panic attacks. Like I've said, I've had 3 in my life, and I've just explained like the first one that I had, not super in depth, but like sort of in depth. But yeah, so I don't really know how to end this. Thanks for listening, and yeah.